Day 2, driving across the country.
About 191 miles outside of Texas. See you there, partner.
I'm coming at you with the Q&A.
What lessons have you learned now compared to 5 years ago?
Half of them are asking about OnlyFans.
If we really want to have this conversation, we can.
Oh yeah, good morning, my friends. Flagstaff, Arizona, 29 degrees, 6 a.m. Snow-capped mountains, sunrises. This is my real definition of life. My lips are a little frozen. Nothing better than waking up with the world, feeling the beauty and natural freshness of each day. It makes me so happy. Anyways, day 2, driving across the country. Not even supposed to run today, but I'm getting my steps in super slow. About an 8:30, 8:20 pace. Marathon pace is hopefully gonna be right around 7:20. Go back to the hotel, get a workout in, quick little workout just to get the blood pumping. Find some coffee and start smacking day 2 of this drive. Let's go. Quick little shoe change after 5.5 miles. Get a little pump skiing, and then we're gonna go mosey on. But what do I have in store for you today aside from, hey, we're just gonna drive across the country together? Well, I did a question and answer, ask me anything on Instagram. So it is gonna be just time to answer all of these questions. Not all of them, there's a lot of them, but I'm gonna get to them. Make this drive a little bit more interesting. And if you're new here, if you maybe didn't see part 1 or yesterday's day 1, we're driving across the country because I'm moving from California to Nashville, Tennessee. Nashville, Tennessee is where I'm originally from. I spent the last 5 years in California, and now I feel grateful enough that I am buying my first home in Nashville, Tennessee. But more to come on that home. Dunzo. And more Vivos. Look at these. They look like my workout shoes, except they're leather and have a super comfortable mesh on them. They're called the Primus Asanas, A-S-A-N-A. 25% off, code NICK25, only in the month of April. I'm venturing into the barefoot world of lifestyle shoes as well. They sent me a couple other ones. I think it's called like the Novus and the Census, and I loved them, but I had to send them back because they were a tad small. So I'm rocking with the Primus on this road trip. Probably saw them yesterday, but this is today, clearly. All right, let me just go on a barefoot Vivo. A barefoot rant really quick. Our toes are meant to work like our hands. Supposed to spread out. That's how that's how our feet are supposed to be. But now modern day shoes, they just squeeze everything in, and our toes have just adapted to be crunched up. And if you think about it, everything else in our body starts to get aligned because you stand on your feet, right? And if your feet are jacked up, how are you supposed to have healthy joints everywhere else, posture, everything? Just think about that for a second. Starting with the ground, working your way up. If your feet are healthy, gripping the ground with a wide toe box, barefoot shoe. They literally feel so freeing. This is not an ad, by the way. This is literally just, I've been using this brand forever. And I don't know, hopefully one day I'm on like the board. I don't know. I freaking love this brand. But I mean, I guess it is an ad too. If you want to save 25%, which is a fourth of the price until the end of April, use code NICK25. The other code is NICK15. You can always get 15% off. Anyways, this is a little research for you. So much research behind barefoot shoes. Decrease inflammation, increase longevity. Increasing longevity comes from the numerous factors that it's benefiting. But I could nerd out. We need to get on the road. We need to get on the road. We need to go get some gas. We need to get some breakfast from our grocery store and go on our merry freaking way. Oh yeah, 8:30 a.m. back in the car. Time to get this show on the road, but not before we get gas and breakfast, which is probably gonna come from a grocery store. Find some protein. That snow-capped mountain makes me feel some type of freaking way. All right, we're keeping the diet as close to normal as possible. So we got lots of protein, hard-boiled eggs. I'm gonna eat all 6 of them, both chicken breasts. Then we got more protein, put a little sweet tooth with Greek yogurt and good carbs, good sugars. I'm not gonna eat all this fruit right now, but figure I'll take it with me. And that's a pretty complete breakfast. Alrighty. Let's actually get this show on the road. 9:45 a.m. 6 hard-boiled eggs deep, 2 chicken breasts, fruit, Greek yogurt. I'm not even full, but that's the reason why you prioritize protein. Just a mentally clear feeling. Energized, I feel clean, I don't feel bogged down from the foods that I'm eating. Protein. And don't you worry, I'm coming at you with the Q&A from Instagram. Let me get going on the road a little bit. Once I get to a little spot where I'm like, hey, I'm cruising, it's gonna be time to answer some questions. There's just absolutely nothing for miles and miles and miles. I've got 714 miles on this road. I guess it's time to answer some questions. Alright, I gotta be completely honest with you. When I filmed the last couple clips, it was probably 3 hours ago. I said I was gonna get to these questions, and then somebody called me. I talked for like an hour, and then I saw the beauty of New Mexico as we came in, and I filmed those clips, and then somebody called me again. Mr. Popular. Just kidding. But then I just totally forgot about it. So here we are, and I'm kind of debating whether or not I want to wait till I get to a stop. I'm doing a shorter day today. Only going to be like 5 more hours in the car, and then maybe I answer questions once I get to Amarillo, Texas. I don't know. I just feel like having my phone out, looking at questions on Instagram, and my GoPro out is probably not conducive to driving across the country. All right, my friends, I have decided I'm gonna wait until I get to the hotel in Amarillo, Texas. For all you cowboys out there, it's Amarillo, Texas. Go out there with my boots on, Texas Longhorns, and answer these questions when I get there. About 191 miles outside of Texas. See you there, partner. But in the meantime, if you watched yesterday, you know the reference, but I got a tinkle and sprinkle. Somewhere in New Mexico. Somewhere. Kind of hot out here. I guess that's what it's like being in the desert. I guess I was also in the desert this morning when it was freezing cold. 29 degrees. All right, back to the road. We are officially in Texas. We've made it. Hyatt Place, Amarillo, Texas. Check in, drop off the bags, and go find something to eat. The Mexican food is really far away, so we'll see how that goes. Then I gotta answer your questions. I asked the person to give me the cheapest room, and I got a king suite. I mean, I'm not complaining, but I also just don't know that it was the cheapest room. This place is freaking nice. All right, I'm sitting down. I just had to do a bunch of paperwork for my house. I got to, not had to. I got to. But I'm looking through these questions on Instagram, and I think something's wrong with my stories, because only the first, I don't know how to explain this to you guys, but when I go through, here, I'll just show a little quick whoop. Right? So you saw how some of the answers pop up, but then there's a see all button, and when I click see all, it's still only showing me the previewed ones that I can preview, right? But it says to view an X amount of number more, but it's still only showing me these. So I think Instagram is glitching out, which is terrible timing because I waited until the end of this video. And there's literally like, it will not let me do more than the 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 15 on there, and I know for a fact there's over 500. So I guess I'm gonna filter through these 15 questions, which is super annoying for me because I want to get to plenty more that are fun and probably quite hilarious. But I mean, I say I'm gonna filter through these 15 because half of them are asking about OnlyFans. So God, can you hear the tiredness in my voice? It's 11:47 p.m. I usually go to sleep at like 8, but gotta do what you gotta do. All right, let's rip through these. I'm gonna actually put this thing. You know what? I think this is good. Come join me on the couch, my friends. Midnight little Q&A. I wish there was a way I could say hello to you. Well, my friend, you are saying hello to me right there. So hello to you. OnlyFans. OnlyFans. I'm genuinely curious. I wish there was a way to know exactly how many. If we really want to have this conversation, we can. There's a lot of risk versus reward here, my friends. Just a lot of risk versus reward. Do you offer any online training or personal life coaching? You'd be great at that. I really appreciate that. And honestly, with what I'm passionate about fitness and giving my knowledge as much as I can, but I honestly, genuinely find so much passion in teaching habits and just like how we can start stacking to get the most out of our health and especially our mental health. I don't currently offer personal life coaching, but I do have my app, which is nickwalkerfitness.app. That's all my workouts and programs and whatnot. What prompted the move from California to Tennessee? So I'm actually from Nashville, Tennessee. When I initially moved out, I had nothing. I was planning on playing professional baseball, didn't take the independent ball contract, and decided I was gonna prove to myself that I could be more than just a baseball player, because all I did was play baseball my whole life and almost played professional ball. So I went out, was a personal trainer and a manager at Lululemon, and then led me to my life today, and something just feels right calling me back to home. Really into real estate, and I could probably do a whole episode on this. This first property made the most sense for me to buy in Nashville, get back to Nashville, own some property and start putting money into investments, I guess, and ultimately be able to use this as an investment property in the future as well, because the house that I bought, I think I said this in episode 1, but it has an apartment in the bottom that I'm going to Airbnb out. So I still haven't even touched on what I bought. I'm leaving that as a surprise for when we get there. What was the deciding factor to move from California to Nashville? Oh, well, there you go. I think probably the deciding factor was I love my friends, I love being close to everybody, but that wasn't really a deciding factor. My family's there. That wasn't a crazy deciding factor. Honestly, it was just listening to my gut, my intuition. And I spent the last 2 months of last year there watching my little brother finish high school football, and something was different for me. It was checking all the boxes for me. So I wish I had a more clear answer to that other than just going with my gut. Austin. What lessons have you learned now compared to 5 years ago? Mindset versus 5 years ago. Wow. I think mindset-wise, now I'm a lot more present. At least I am aware enough to be more present. What lessons have I learned now? I mean, 5 years is a long time. I've learned a lot, especially in business, and maybe that's one. I think the fact that all relationships are predicated on love, and that can even just be being grateful for the food that you have on the table, because if you're grateful for that, that's your vibrational frequency, if just hear me out, is at its highest point because it is at love. And when you can express that little ways, it shows up in more ways of your life. And the older that I've gotten, the more in tune I've gotten with the energy of just anything. And I know that sounds real woo-woo, but I like that stuff. And I'm super into, obviously, the conscious mind and subconscious mind. So, God, I could do a whole podcast on that, Austin. Mindset versus 5 years ago. My mindset was probably, take risks. That was my mindset then, and it still is now. Because when you make a big change, good things are going to happen. And I believe that to my core. Foot size, well, I don't know if that's confidential. I wear a size 13. You're welcome. When it comes to being a hybrid athlete, what is key to not burn out and build muscle? Key to not burn out is incentivize the small rewards. So like for me, I look forward to different meals. I know that I can shove my face with 7,000 calories and be excited for that because I'm going to burn so many calories. I think that's probably a terrible answer for what you're looking for, but to not burn out, not getting injured, little minor tweaks and impingements can really suck and burn you out. Always setting a new goal. That's probably a really good one. Whatever that goal is for the day, try to beat that goal. Make it a competition. Even if it's something that you're working on, keeping your heart rate super, super low, that's going to yield a very slow pace, but you're competing with yourself in a way to keep that heart rate low, right? And to see how slow you can go, because you race fast by training slow. And to build muscle, lift heavy, 4 to 6 sets, 6 to 10 reps. I always do supersets, push and pull. You can look at my workouts on my app, but I'm a big proponent of lifting heavy and supersetting it with some kind of opposite range of motion to utilize that full ball and socket joint. Can I be your friend? Yes, you are my friend. Do daily vlogs. Well, I'm kind of in the middle of 3 right now. It might be fun to actually experiment with that and get it down to a science where I can keep these videos like 8 to 10 minutes, because they tend to go really long. What do you think about whey protein? Are there any better ones? Whey protein, I go back and forth. Honestly, I'm gonna put it out there right now. I haven't had a supplement sponsor in 2 months because I've really been trying to vet out the cleanest sourced supplements. I was about to sign a contract with a company, and then I realized their products had a bunch of dyes and stuff in them, and I was like, my gut doesn't want me to put this out to the people. So I'm really searching for the best possible things, and right now all the research and stuff behind grass-fed whey protein is where it's at. So naturally sourced and just understanding the actual ingredients that are in the products. And spoiler alert, I'll be signing a contract next month with a supplement that doesn't have protein. Well, they have plant protein, but I'm also talking to another company that I really love for their protein. So stay tuned on that, and don't forget to use my codes on those companies, because when you use that helps me to be retained with those companies. They want to keep me on their roster when you buy from these companies. I know that sounds salesy, but that's my life. It sucks that my worth sometimes has to come from business requirements and ROI. Next one, what's taking you across the country? I am moving to Nashville, Tennessee. Any advice for someone stuck in a rut in life and wants to take a big leap and change their life? Wow, that is a deep question, and I love it. We all go through ruts in life, number 1. Number 2, I would say change your state daily. And what I mean by that is exercise to induce endorphins, change your neurotransmitters. Easiest way I can think of to change your state is take a cold shower. You'll be amazed at how much even 30 seconds will do for you. And implement one thing every day that you can look forward to, right? And that's really hard to grasp when you're in a rut. You can't look forward to anything. I was literally there a couple weeks ago. We all go through these things, and I think it's important to normalize that. But you want to take a big leap, take the first step. It's so cliche, but the second you take that first step, things will start to align, and you'll start to notice things and become aware of little things that will add up to that big leap. And then you're going to be presented with a decision. Do I actually take this big leap, or do I stay comfortable? And chances are, if you take that big leap, it's going to work out, and it's going to bring you so much more joy, happiness, fulfillment, contentment, everything. The feeling I had before I left California yesterday morning is just that tugging inside you of just like, are you sure you want to do this? And when you do it, and I'm on day 2, it's just like, it's so freeing. But for the day thing, being stuck, find something that you don't normally do to help you get out of that rut, right? Implement a new habit,
wake up a little earlier. Do one thing different than you did yesterday and see what sticks. That's my best advice. And last question here is, why the move? What's the plan? Well, I bought a house. I go there, get set up, get the Airbnb set up, and I haven't had a primary residence in probably 8 months, 9 months, almost a year. So finally just gonna have a place to, actually since Newport Beach, yeah, so it's July. Finally gonna have all my stuff in one spot, and then I'm really gonna take to the real estate game, start implementing that content, doing more flips, and really focus on this podcast on YouTube and start having people on. That's one of my biggest goals. So I've got a lot of things that I would like to do. Don't forget to smile. I want to get that brain going. Took a pause on it because I felt like I wasn't making any headway because I was in California and my business partner was in Tennessee. So I'm going to Tennessee. This is all that it's giving me because for some reason it won't let me see all the responses. I guess that just means we're gonna have to do it again, because guess what? These videos are always a hit and you guys love seeing these responses. I really wish like you could see, but it's like I can see the previews and then you click on it and all it shows me is the previews. I don't know why. It's annoying because I can see the number of actual responses right on the screen right now, and I know that's not over 500 freaking previewed responses. Anyways, I'll stop yapping. Holy crap, I just talked for 12 minutes. I make these videos way too long. Okay, I gotta go to bed. It's midnight. Thank you for watching. We'll come back tomorrow with day 3 of this drive across the country. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and hit the bell icon so you're the first one to see my videos and tube of the you with me. I'll see you tomorrow. I just think this looks so funny. Have an awesome freaking day, and don't forget to smile.